Hey everybody, Gabby here, and welcome to today's long overdue episode of A Battle a Day. Please, if you're enjoying this series, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also check out my Twitch channel because that's where I've been doing a lot of the team building, and I'm also way more consistent over there, to be quite frank. So for today's video, we're actually going to be showcasing something that I workshopped a little bit on stream last night. And I'm pretty excited about it because it has a Calyrex Ice Rider and a Mimikyu on the team, and this is like a core I've been really looking forward to playing around with, so I'm very excited that it's on this team. So we'll go through the team real quick, though I will say there's also a team paste and a team code down in the video description, so if you want to just like look at that, you can. So first things first, we have Calyrex, who is minimum speed, thankfully, plus GTS, and also plus attack minus speed, so brave nature. Glacial Lance, high horsepower, Trick Room, Protect. The idea is that under Trick Room, you just Glacial Lance forever, and then Chilling Neigh boosts start adding up. But it's also weakness policy, which has some really interesting synergy with our next Pokemon, Mimikyu, who has Shadow Sneak to proc weakness policy on Calyrex, play rough just to deal some good damage, Will-O-Wisp to burn a lot of those physical attackers like Zacian, who are doing well in the metagame right now, and Trick Room and Mental Herb. So the really neat thing about Mimikyu is that it's a ghost type, so it can't be faked out. It has Disguise, which means it can't take damage, on the first hit. And then also with Mental Herb, it means that you cannot be taunted unless you're like double taunted. So odds are you will get Trick Room up with this Pokemon. And admittedly, there are some configurations of this team where you run like a Follow Me user as well, or a Rage Powder user. I don't have that on this team yet. I might add that in. I haven't really decided, but I really do like Mimikyu in this position especially. Next is Tapu Fini, just a very standard Leftovers Call mindset. I really wanted just a bulky fairy type Pokemon, and because I have Fini on this team, I might actually be swapping Mimikyu's Play Rough to Taunt, but that's something that we'll discuss later. We have Torkoal and Venusaur on this team because Torkoal is just a very consistent Trick Room damage dealing Pokemon. Having Sun to mess with Kyogres is fantastic right now, and it's just a turtle. And I personally really like Eruption, Yawn, Body Press as a moveset. I know that some people have been running other stuff recently, and that's certainly something I might consider moving around, but as a place to start, like this is like my Torkoal, the Torkoal I'm used to. So like we'll start with that. Urshifu is a pretty standard Focus Sash dark set with Sucker Punch for Calyrex Shadow Rider. And then Venusaur is, again, it's like the Venusaur I've been using for a while, but we actually dropped Earth Power here for Weather Ball. This allows you to get a fire type attack when the sun is up, or a water type attack when the rain is up, or an ice type attack when the ice is up, the hail is up. And that has some pretty interesting interactions and synergy with this team as well. So I'm also debating like swapping an Incineroar or a Lecky for the Torkoal Venusaur combination. As you can see, like this is how I organize my like boxes mentally. So like I know, oh yeah, maybe I should try this, maybe I should try this. But that decision will be based off of just I saw it do well on a online like team list of, hey, this is the stuff that's doing well right now. So I figured I'd try it out with Torkoal Venu first because it's more of like a Gabby thing. And if it just doesn't work, it just doesn't work. So we'll see. I also want to give a shout out to Gentleman Garby, who's one of the mods over on my Discord and Twitch channels. Because he was the one who actually came up with the EV spreads for Mimikyu and Calyrex on this team, and it was originally his idea to put Venusaur and Torkoal with Mimikyu Calyrex. I just kind of took it and was like, okay, well, I like this, but I think I want Urshifu, Single Strike, and Tapu Fini instead of the Pokemon that he originally had on this team. But if you want to see his take on it, you know, speaking of Discord, he did post the team in Discord, his version of the team, and it's definitely something I want to cover on this channel in the future because it has some fun text to it that this version doesn't have. But for now, we're playing Sword. And Sword is running a team of Zacian, Charizard, Venusaur, Torkoal, Grimmsnarl, and Landorus. So again, this is like that new like Sun variant that a lot of people are running. And it's interesting. I say it's interesting because like Torkoal, Charizard, Venusaur, Zacian, like, I don't think my instinct would necessarily be to put a Zacian on this team because, you know, you're basically powering up your opponent's fire-type attacks against it, but it works very well, and Charizard, Venusaur, Torkoal in general is just a very scary core, and it's very easy to add, like, whatever kind of restricted mode you want onto it as a result. Grimmsnarl is just, I think, getting popular because with restricted formats, any bulk you can get is great. So, you know, you just run screens and it's bulk and it's great. So yeah, so it looks like we have a lead of the Charizard and the Torkoal here. Thanks to the chlorophyll ability Venusaur has, we will be faster, and I am going to be making a bit of a read here this turn. Like I said earlier, my opponent has to double into the Mimikyu in order to stop Trick Room, especially with two Pokemon that can't learn Taunt. So we went for the Sleep Powder into Charizard because by putting Charizard to sleep, we guarantee there's only going to be one attack this turn. And admittedly, it is a roll, you know, 75% of the time. It will work. So yeah, and some good information there as well from that Torkoal. It looks like my opponent will not be running Eruption, at least not right now. So we're going to go ahead, since we did get Trick Room up, we're going to leave Venusaur in for the free switch for Calyrex. I don't really feel comfortable taking damage like that at this point in time. I am a little bit concerned about Mimikyu being able to take an attack from a Torkoal or possibly the early wake up here from the Charizard. But, you know, we'll see. Yeah, and admittedly, like, I also opened up the door for my opponent to start using Yawn or something, which could be troublesome, but I think we're okay. Ah, yeah, there it is. All right. Cool. So, I guess in that case, do I just make the switch and just see how it goes? Oh, never mind. We're fine. Charizard woke up. Charizard will pick up a knockout on somebody. We're fine. Yawn is a little bit problematic though, so we will have to find our way through that. But I think what we can do for now is laugh a little bit at this poor Charizard's state of being. Oh, we're gonna play with some dynamic speed. So, you know, this is a... Actually, no, because if I Dynamax and then he yawns, that's not going to be good. But on the other hand, we do have Trick Room up, and... No, I have to get rid of the weather. So yeah, we'll take the, we'll just take the damage here, and then what will happen is, because we're removing Sun with Max Hailstorm, the Venusaur should underspeed Charizard now pick up that knockout. And what I'm hoping for is that Torkoal might be tempted to forego the Yawn and just go for a Burning Jealousy, because that will proc Weakness Policy. And Calyrex is bulky enough to, like, take that. And then next turn we can go for a High Horsepower, or I guess now it's a Max Quake in order to pick up that knockout. But nope, it looks like we are getting Yawn, but that's fine. We honestly, with Weakness Policy still up, we could just switch to our Torkoal at this point and maybe do something there. Maybe we have to do something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Let me check how many turns of Trick Room are left, because I feel like that'll also sort of dictate how this is going to happen. I'm also curious about what my opponent has in the back, because if they do have Venusaur in the back, this might be too good of an opportunity. Oh, right, and my Venusaur went to sleep. Okay. Yeah, never mind. That changes things. We can't have two Pokemon asleep right now. That's going to be too detrimental. And Grimmsnarl, we don't have to worry too much about Grimmsnarl. So let's go ahead and get Torkoal in here for Calyrex. And let's also go ahead and... I mean, we'll try and damage the Torkoal. This is really going to be our guaranteed turn of sleep, so nothing's going to happen here. Honestly, the best outcome would be that my opponent goes for a KO on Venusaur, while setting up Reflect is probably like what I would hope for, but I think what's actually going to happen is we're going to see another yawn into the Torkoal spot, because I think that or just to protect. That's fine too. Okay. Yeah, okay. We can just Eruption this turn, so Light Screen most likely will still make it up, but we're at full health, and I don't see too much this Torkoal can do. And you know what? I think given that Venusaur's likelihood to survive this turn is so low, we're gonna try and throw out a Sleep Powder into the opposing Torkoal just to see how it happens. That looks like a Torkoal Dynamax. Huh, interesting. I mean, it does make sense, because Torkoal is really the Pokemon that can go most on the offensive right now against Calyrex, and we do have to be mindful of the fact that it's most likely Zacian is the last Pokemon my opponent has. But on the other hand, you know, we do have high horsepower and we do have weakness policy, and we might be able to make something happen with that. But... Oh, you're Citrus Berry too. Okay. So my opponent must be Burning Jealousy, Citrus Berry, Body Press, Protect, Torkoal. That makes sense, yeah. Alright. So, that's fine. I'm kind of glad Venusaur's gone, honestly. Alright. So here's how we're gonna play this. We're going to protect this turn. Or no. Do we protect this turn? Like, yeah, we protect this turn, get the weakness policy proc, and then we go on the offensive next turn. And while we do that, we're going to go ahead and yawn their Torkoal as well to try and force out the Zacian next turn. And really, we also might want to try and get a second Trick Room up, though that's going to be a little bit challenging, unfortunately. I guess Grimmsnarl could also potentially throw a taunt into... Not Torkoal. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, no, this is great. This is a great turn, and my opponent is wary of the possibility of a second Trick Room, so good to be aware of. All right. There's the yawn. And just for funsies, we're gonna yawn the Grimmsnarl as well. I really hope this high horsepower connects and is enough to KO Torkoal at this point, but we'll see. He is Dynamaxed, and he is a bulky turtle. We'll see. Yeah, nope, not enough. That's fine. That Reflect is just really paying off in dividends for my opponent. Alright, alright. You know, we still have a win con here. And that is, assuming that I can attack prior to Grimmsnarl, we Glacial Lance. Hold on. How many turns of Trick Room? Or how many turns of Taunt? No. Screens. There we go. Let me see how many turns of Screens are left real quick. One turn of Reflect. Oh, it's so tempting to just Protect. But then Zacian's gonna be out. And... I don't know. I feel like I need the 2-on-1 here. I need the 2-on-1 in order to have a shot at stuff. So... Oh, never mind. Grimmsnarl's just faster. Okay. Alright. So, Grimmsnarl's going to sleep this turn. And we're going to force Zacian out onto the field. Oh, nope, we're not. Just kidding. Man, Light Screen really messes with stuff. Alright, but this is fine though. This is fine. We, let me double check light screen turns. We do have to hope that the Torkoal stays asleep for another turn, and it is confirmed that my opponent has Light Clay, so never mind. We're just gonna keep pressing Eruption and just hope for the best. I wish I had a Brick Break on this team. That would be super helpful, but that's okay. Even though it seems like we're behind, I don't think we're actually behind, assuming that Torkoal does not wake up here and yawn. So, because as soon as Zacian's out, what we'll do is we'll attempt to yawn it, and then we can protect, and then it'll be asleep. So the only downside to this strategy is that if Grimmsnarl does wake up and get a taunt, then we're guaranteed to lose. So maybe I should just go for the Eruption anyways? Because I can take one attack from Zacian. I know this. The question is, will Eruption do enough outside of the sun after taking damage? And I don't know the answer to that. Oh, this is such a tough choice. I think I need to go for Yawn. I think I need to go for Yawn, because we're going to take damage regardless. And there's the taunt. Never mind. Oh, GG's. GG's. How much would this have done? Yep. Alright. Alright, well, that's good to know. I mean, we're still gonna press Eruption. Maybe we'll get like a crit or something, but this is where having Burning Jealousy or Heat Wave would actually be a lot better, because we're just gonna take damage and weaken our own Eruptions at this point, unfortunately. So... But, on the other hand, you know, we will get a Citrus Berry boost, and I don't think Grimmsnarl can do that much damage. But it's Spirit Break, so it's gonna drop our special attack. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, so we would have needed Grimmsnarl to stay asleep there, or alternatively just gone for an attack, and... yeah. Yep. Alright, that's GG's. That was... I feel like that was surprisingly close, even though I definitely could have done a couple things differently. And I also feel like having Taunt on the Mimikyu actually would have made her break this, because then I wouldn't have had to worry so much about the Grimmsnarl and the Torkoal. So I think I'm actually just going to make that change now, and the paste and stuff that will be below this video will reflect that. I was playing with it a bit last night on Garby's variant of this, and I think it's just better for that reason. Like, this team needs taunt support. I feel like this is a good battle showcasing that. But that's it for today. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry that I've been gone for so long. Like I've said in other videos, YouTube's the first to go if I feel like I don't have bandwidth to do stuff. So I love you all. It's just that it's a lot easier for me to jump on Twitch than it is for me to record and edit and do all that stuff. But, you know, if you like my content, you can always follow me on Twitch, as well as subscribing to this channel and liking to this video. Because then you can just see me on Twitch and it's like, wow, there's Gabby and she's live. So... Alright, I think I'm just gonna quit while I'm ahead here. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this video. Let me know what you think of the team down in the comments below, and I will see you next time.